As the visionary CEO of IT company HCL Technologies, Vinit Nayar tripled the number of employees from 30,000 to 90,000 with his doctrine, employees first, customers second. For him, we're facing a problem of generational conflict.
When you go at home and you deal with your teenagers and sit across a dining table, do you command them and tell them what you want them to do and do they follow? Or has the structure within the house moved away from command and control into more collaboration, where the leader of the house, which is the husband and the wife, are assuming a role more of mentoring, of influencing thought and enabling the children to be able to do what they really want to do? Now that is completely different to the past, where the leader of the house, especially my grandfathers and even my father, was all about command and control. You'll do engineering and we did engineering. You'll be a bureaucrat and you become a bureaucrat. So that has dramatically changed. Now the critical question out here is, if the way you interact with your teenagers at home has changed compared to the way you interacted with your parents, why are you not seeing this change in work? So the reason I call this pyramid structure suffocating for Gen Y is because they're different. Now, would the organizations need to evolve to adopt to the Gen Y, or do Gen Y need to adopt to the old traditional organizations? Today, I think that struggle is taking place. But if you see the startup organizations, especially coming out of Bay Area and a lot of small startups, they figured this out. They figured out that the more collaborative culture is how we can get the best out of Gen Y, how we can get the most innovation out of Gen Y. And that is the reason they're creating open structures and not the old traditional structures.
Open structures? The much talked about economy of sharing? Maybe it's in California that we'll find the ultimate expression of happiness at work. Jaron Lanier, a musician, philosopher and computer scientist, has got to know the major IT companies very well over the last 30 years. But he's far from enthusiastic.
When you free people from the 19th century hierarchy, you tend to instead transfer them into a 21st century hierarchy, which is worse. Consider something like Facebook, where it seems like it's very open, everybody connects to everybody, except it's all owned by one person and controlled by one person, which is amazing. It's a public company owned by one person. That combination is extraordinary, and it wasn't possible before. But digital networks allow you to concentrate so much wealth and so much power that it becomes possible to have an outcome like that. So in a sense, you have almost a return to the Pasha or the God King or something like that. It's really a return to ancient times. It's like it's worse than the 19th century.
An hour and a half of traffic jams from San Francisco, Silicon Valley has become the world capital of IT and cutting-edge companies. All the giants of the digital economy are here. Google, supposedly the champion in every category of happiness at work. But also Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Facebook and the rest. Most have a reputation for being extraordinary places to work. Isaac Getz has studied how they function.
In Silicon Valley, IT programmers could easily quit their jobs at any moment and go off and find something better paid. So how do you hold on to them? Well, if you lay on free food, massage salons, yoga rooms, sports facilities, free transport, and so on, employees will say, "Wow, it's a fantastic company, and it's really nice to work here." But that has nothing to do with the content of the work, and it's completely different from liberated companies where people say, "It's a fantastic company because they trust me, because they're considerate to me, because they respect me, because I'm fulfilled there."
Salaries are important. So are sports clubs, health benefits, free lunches, and a company car. But ultimately, are these the things that make you happy at work? In any case, Vinit Nayar doesn't believe money can buy you happiness. And it's a saying even more relevant today than ever.
Money is important as a tool of recognition. Money is important for telling people that you are being fair. Money is a way of taking care of your people if the company is doing well. From all those aspects, money is important. Where do we go wrong with this? We go wrong where we believe money is the only reason for employees to work for you. So organizations which are only focused on money will get it wrong. Organizations have to be fair and square and compensate people well. But there is 70% of happiness doesn't come from just money. It comes from sense of purpose, giving people the freedom of choice, giving the freedom of transparency, and getting people to play the game they want to play.
Money doesn't motivate people. It motivates people for a very, very short time. What motivates people is respect, is trust, is knowing they are doing things which are bigger than themselves and they are doing it with other people. It's a bit of brotherhood feeling. Also, this is what motivates people. And they want to work for organizations which are looked well upon by society.